This audio program has been produced as a supplement to Side by Side Book 3, 3rd edition, by Stephen J. Malinsky and Bill Bliss. Copyright 2002 by Pearson Education. All rights reserved. The use of this audio program for the purpose of copying, transforming, or adapting in any manner, in whole or in part, is strictly prohibited without prior consent of Pearson Education. CD 1.
We're gonna have a conversation, side by side. We're gonna build communication, side by side.
Side by Side by Stephen J. Malinsky and Bill Bliss. Book 3.
We're gonna have a conversation, side by side.
Chapter 1. Page 1. Vocabulary Preview. 1. Actor. 2. Dancer. 3. Driver. 4. Instructor. 5. Player. 6. Singer. 7. Skater. 8. Skier. 9. Swimmer. 10. Teacher. 11. Typist. 12. Violinist. Page 2. They're busy. Listen to the model.
Are you busy?
Yes, I am. I'm studying.
What are you studying?
I'm studying English.
Page 3. What are they doing? Listen to the model.
What are you doing?
I'm practicing the piano.
Do you practice the piano very often?
Yes, I do. I practice the piano whenever I can.
Do exercises 1 through 9. You will hear the correct line after you speak. 1. We'll begin.
Is Alan busy?
Yes, he is. He's baking.
What's he baking?
He's baking cookies.
2. We'll begin.
Is Doris busy?
Yes, she is. She's reading.
What's she reading?
She's reading the newspaper.
3. We'll begin.
Are your parents busy?
Yes, they are. They're painting.
What are they painting?
They're painting the kitchen.
4. We'll begin.
Are you busy?
Yes, I am. I'm writing.
What are you writing?
I'm writing a letter.
5. We'll begin.
Are you and Tom busy?
Yes, we are. We're cooking.
What are you cooking?
We're cooking dinner.
6. You begin.
Is Anne busy?
Yes, she is. She's knitting.
What's she knitting?
She's knitting a sweater.
7. You begin.
Is your brother busy?
Yes, he is. He's ironing.
What's he ironing?
He's ironing his shirts.
8. You begin.
Are Mr. and Mrs. Garcia busy?
Yes, they are. They're cleaning.
What are they cleaning?
They're cleaning their garage.
9. You begin.
Is Beethoven busy?
Yes, he is. He's composing.
What's he composing?
He's composing a symphony.
Do exercises 1 through 8. You will hear the correct line after you speak. 1. We'll begin.
What's Carol doing?
She's watching the news.
Does she watch the news very often?
Yes, she does. She watches the news whenever she can.
2. We'll begin.
What's Edward doing?
He's swimming.
Does he swim very often?
Yes, he does. He swims whenever he can.
3. We'll begin.
What are you doing?
I'm studying math.
Do you study math very often?
Yes, I do. I study math whenever I can.
4. We'll begin.
What are Mr. and Mrs. Park doing?
They're exercising.
Do they exercise very often?
Yes, they do. They exercise whenever they can.
5. You begin.
What are you and your friend doing?
We're playing Scrabble.
Do you play Scrabble very often?
Yes, we do. We play Scrabble whenever we can.
6. You begin.
What's Mrs. Anderson doing?
She's reading poetry.
Does she read poetry very often?
Yes, she does. She reads poetry whenever she can.
7. You begin.
What's Daniel doing?
He's playing baseball with his daughter.
Does he play baseball with his daughter very often?
Yes, he does. He plays baseball with his daughter whenever he can.
8. You begin.
What are you doing?
I'm chatting online with my friends.
Do you chat online with your friends very often?
Yes, I do. I chat online with my friends whenever I can.
Page 4. Do you like to ski? Listen to the model.
Do you like to ski?
No, I don't. I'm not a very good skier.
Do exercises 1 through 9. You will hear the correct line after you speak. We'll begin. 1.
Does Richard like to sing?
No, he doesn't. He isn't a very good singer.
2.
Does Brenda like to swim?
No, she doesn't. She isn't a very good swimmer.
3.
Do Mr. and Mrs. Adams like to skate?
No, they don't. They aren't very good skaters.
4.
Does Arthur like to dance?
No, he doesn't. He isn't a very good dancer.
5.
Do you like to type?
No, I don't. I'm not a very good typist.
6.
Do you and your friend like to act?
No, we don't. We aren't very good actors.
7.
Does your grandmother like to drive?
No, she doesn't. She isn't a very good driver.
8.
Do you like to play sports?
No, I don't. I'm not a very good athlete.
9.
Does Howard like to cook?
No, he doesn't. He isn't a very good cook.
Page 5. Practicing. Listen.
My sisters, my brother, and I are busy this afternoon. We're staying after school, and we're practicing different things. I'm practicing soccer. I practice soccer every day after school. My soccer coach tells me I'm an excellent soccer player, and my friends tell me I play soccer better than anyone else in the school. I want to be a professional soccer player when I grow up. That's why I practice every day. My sister Anita is practicing tennis. She practices tennis every day after school. Her tennis coach tells her she's an excellent tennis player, and her friends tell her she plays tennis better than anyone else in the school. Anita wants to be a professional tennis player when she grows up. That's why she practices every day. My brother Hector is practicing the violin. He practices the violin every day after school. His music teacher tells him he's an excellent violinist, and his friends tell him he plays the violin better than anyone else in the school. Hector wants to be a professional violinist when he grows up. That's why he practices every day. My sisters Jenny and Vanessa are practicing ballet. They practice ballet every day after school. Their ballet instructor tells them they're excellent ballet dancers, and their friends tell them they dance better than anyone else in the school. Jenny and Vanessa want to be professional ballet dancers when they grow up. That's why they practice every day.
Page 6. Listening. Listen and choose the correct answer. 1.
What are you doing?
2.
Do you watch the news very often?
3.
Are you a good swimmer?
4.
What's Kathy reading?
5.
Who cooks in your family?
6.
Do they like to skate?
7.
Does your sister want to be a ballet dancer?
8.
Do you and your friends play basketball very often?
9.
Are your parents good dancers?
10.
What does Peter want to be when he grows up?
7. How often? Listen to the first model.
Who are you calling? I'm calling my sister in San Francisco.
How often do you call her?
I call her every Sunday evening.
Listen to the second model.
What are George and Herman talking about?
They're talking about their grandchildren.
How often do they talk about them?
They talk about them all the time.
Do exercises 1 through 9. In your answers, use every week. You will hear the correct line after you speak. 1. We'll begin.
Who is Mr. Tanaka calling?
He's calling his son in New York.
How often does he call him?
He calls him every week.
2. We'll begin.
Who is Mrs. Kramer writing to?
She's writing to her daughter in the army.
How often does she write to her?
She writes to her every week.
3. We'll begin.
What are the students talking about?
They're talking about their teachers.
How often do they talk about them?
They talk about them every week.
4. We'll begin.
Who is Lenny arguing with?
He's arguing with his landlord.
How often does he argue with him?
He argues with him every week.
5. We'll begin.
Who is Martha sending an email to?
She's sending an email to her granddaughter in Orlando.
How often does she send an email to her?
She sends an email to her every week.
6. You begin.
Who is Mr. Crabapple shouting at?
He's shouting at his employees.
How often does he shout at them?
He shouts at them every week.
7. You begin.
What are your parents complaining about?
They're complaining about the telephone bill.
How often do they complain about it?
They complain about it every week.
8. You begin.
What is George watching?
He's watching his favorite TV talk show.
How often does he watch it?
He watches it every week.
9. You begin.
Who is Little Red Riding Hood visiting?
She's visiting her grandmother.
How often does she visit her?
She visits her every week.
Page 9. How to say it. Asking for and reacting to information. Listen.
Tell me, where are you from?
I'm from Madagascar.
Oh. Tell me, where are you from?
I'm from Madagascar.
Really? Tell me, where are you from?
I'm from Madagascar.
Oh, really? Tell me, where are you from?
I'm from Madagascar.
That's interesting.
Page 10. Pronunciation. Reduced R. Listen, then say it.
Who are you calling? What are they talking about? Where are you from? What are you doing?
Say it, then listen.
Who are you writing to? What are they complaining about? Where are they studying? What are their names?
End of Chapter 1. Chapter 2. Page 11. Vocabulary Preview. 1. Break. Broke. 2. Buy. Bought. 3. Cut. Cut. 4. Eat. Ate. 5. Fall. Fell. 6. Go. Went. 7. Hurt. Hurt. 8. Lose. Lost. 9. Meet. Met. 10. Ride. Rode. 11. Sing. Sang. 12. Speak. Spoke. 13. Swim. Swam. 14. Teach. Taught. 15. Write. Wrote. Page 12. Did they sleep well last night? Listen to the model.
Did Emma sleep well last night?
Yes, she did. She was very tired.
Why? What did she do yesterday?
She worked in her garden all day.
Do exercises 1 through 8. You will hear the correct line after you speak. 1. We'll begin.
Did you sleep well last night?
Yes, I did. I was very tired.
Why? What did you do yesterday?
I studied English all day.
2. We'll begin.
Did Rick sleep well last night?
Yes, he did. He was very tired.
Why? What did he do yesterday?
He painted his apartment all day.
3. We'll begin.
Did you and your brother sleep well last night?
Yes, we did. We were very tired.
Why? What did you do yesterday?
We washed windows all day.
4. We'll begin.
Did Ms. Taylor sleep well last night?
Yes, she did. She was very tired.
Why? What did she do yesterday?
She taught all day.
5. You begin.
Did Henry sleep well last night?
Yes, he did. He was very tired.
Why? What did he do yesterday?
He delivered pizzas all day.
6. You begin.
Did Sarah sleep well last night?
Yes, she did. She was very tired.
Why? What did she do yesterday?
She wrote letters all day.
7. You begin.
Did Matthew sleep well last night?
Yes, he did. He was very tired.
Why? What did he do yesterday?
He rode his bicycle all day.
8. You begin.
Did the president sleep well last night?
Yes, he did. He was very tired.
Why? What did he do yesterday?
He met important people all day.
Page 13. Did Robert shout at his dog? Listen to the first model.
Did Robert shout at his dog?
Yes, he did. He was angry.
Listen to the second model.
Did Helen sleep well last night?
No, she didn't. She wasn't tired.
Do exercise 1 based on the first model. You will hear the correct line after you speak. We'll begin.
Did Howard fall asleep in class?
Yes, he did. He was bored.
Do exercise 2 based on the second model. You will hear the correct line after you speak. We'll begin.
Did Amy take the plane to Rio?
No, she didn't. She wasn't on time.
Do exercises 3 through 8. You will hear the correct line after you speak. We'll begin. 3.
Did you cry during the movie?
Yes, I did. I was sad.
4.
Did Brad do well on his exam?
No, he didn't. He wasn't prepared.
5.
Did Frank and James forget their lines during the school play?
Yes, they did. They were nervous.
6.
Did you and your sister cover your eyes during the science fiction movie?
No, we didn't. We weren't scared.
7.
Did Abby finish her dinner?
Yes, she did. She was hungry.
8.
Did Timmy drink all his milk?
No, he didn't. He wasn't thirsty.
Page 14. How did Marty break his leg? Listen to the model.
How did Marty break his leg?
He broke it while he was snowboarding.
That's too bad.
Do exercises 1 through 10. You will hear the correct line after you speak. We'll begin. 1.
How did Greta sprain her ankle?
She sprained it while she was playing volleyball.
That's too bad.
2.
How did Larry lose his wallet?
He lost it while he was hiking in the woods.
That's too bad.
3.
How did Brian cut himself?
He cut himself while he was shaving.
That's too bad.
4.
How did Mr. and Mrs. Harper burn themselves?
They burned themselves while they were preparing dinner.
That's too bad.
5.
How did Stella rip her pants?
She ripped them while she was doing her daily exercises.
That's too bad.
6.
How did your grandfather trip and fall?
He tripped and fell while he was getting off a bus.
That's too bad.
7.
How did Peter poke himself in the eye?
He poked himself in the eye while he was talking on his cell phone.
That's too bad.
8.
How did Marilyn cut herself?
She cut herself while she was chopping onions.
That's too bad.
9.
How did Timothy get a black eye?
He got it while he was fighting with the kid across the street.
That's too bad.
10.
How did Presto the magician hurt himself?
He hurt himself while he was practicing a new magic trick.
That's too bad.
Page 15. How to say it. Reacting to bad news. Listen.
That's too bad.
That's a shame.
What a shame.
What a pity.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Page 16. Difficult experiences. Listen. Ms. Henderson usually teaches very well, but she didn't teach very well this morning. In fact, she taught very badly. While she was teaching, the school principal was sitting at the back of the room and watching her. It was a very difficult experience for Ms. Henderson. She realized she wasn't teaching very well, but she couldn't do anything about it. She was too nervous. Stuart usually types very well, but he didn't type very well today. In fact, he typed very badly. While he was typing, his supervisor was standing behind him and looking over his shoulder. It was a difficult experience for Stuart. He realized he wasn't typing very well, but he couldn't do anything about it. He was too upset. The Baxter boys usually sing very well, but they didn't sing very well last night. In fact, they sang very badly. While they were singing, their parents were sitting in the audience and waving at them. It was a difficult experience for the Baxter boys. They realized they weren't singing very well, but they couldn't do anything about it. They were too embarrassed. The president usually speaks very well, but he didn't speak very well this afternoon. In fact, he spoke very badly. While he was speaking, several demonstrators were standing at the back of the room and shouting at him. It was a difficult experience for the president. He realized he wasn't speaking very well, but he couldn't do anything about it. He was too angry. Page 17. Listening. Listen and choose the correct answer. 1.
Did you do well at your job interview yesterday?
2.
Were your children tired last night?
3.
What was he doing when he broke his leg?
4.
Did you finish your dinner last night?
5.
How did your husband lose his wallet?
6.
What was your supervisor doing?
7.
Did you do well on the exam?
8.
What happened while you were preparing lunch?
18. Tell me about your vacation.
Tell me about your vacation.
It was very nice.
Listen to exercise 1.
Did you go to Paris?
No, we didn't.
Where did you go?
We went to Rome.
Do exercises 2 through 12. You will hear the correct line after you speak. 2. We'll begin.
Did you get there by boat?
No, we didn't.
How did you get there?
We got there by plane.
3. We'll begin.
Did you stay in a big hotel?
No, we didn't.
What kind of hotel did you stay in?
We stayed in a small hotel.
4. We'll begin.
Did you eat in fancy restaurants?
No, we didn't.
Where did you eat?
We ate in cheap restaurants.
5. We'll begin.
Did you speak Italian?
No, we didn't.
What language did you speak?
We spoke English.
6. We'll begin.
Did you take many pictures?
No, we didn't.
How many pictures did you take?
We took just a few pictures.
7. We'll begin.
Did you buy any clothing?
No, we didn't.
What did you buy?
We bought souvenirs.
8. We'll begin.
Did you swim in the Mediterranean?
No, we didn't.
Where did you swim?
We swam in the pool at our hotel.
9. You begin.
Did you see the Colosseum?
No, we didn't.
What did you see?
We saw the Vatican.
10. You begin.
Did you get around the city by taxi?
No, we didn't.
How did you get around the city?
We got around the city by bus.
11. You begin.
Did you meet a lot of Italians?
No, we didn't.
Who did you meet?
We met a lot of other tourists.
12. You begin.
Did you come home by plane?
No, we didn't.
How did you come home?
We came home by boat.
Page 20. Pronunciation. Did you? Listen, then say it.
Did you go to Madrid? Did you speak Spanish? Where did you stay? What did you do?
Say it, then listen.
Did you meet a lot of people? Did you have a good time? How did you get there? When did you get home?
End of Chapter 2. The program continues on the next CD.